Okay, Doc, what are we doing today?
So this is the chicken that we noticed yesterday had a large swelling on her belly. We gave her a bath in Epsom salts, and our intention there was to see if she was egg-bound. And she never gave us an egg, so we're assuming she was not egg-bound. The next thing we have to look at is there could be a tumor. We're not expecting there's a tumor. Because the swelling is very mushy, it feels like a water balloon. So we're going to consider it an ailment called ascites, A-S-C-I-T-E-S, ascites. And what that is it's a fluid buildup, sometimes caused by like a heart condition on a human. Sometimes there may be an underlying infection. The ascites can be drained off, and one of the things you want to do is when you drain it, you want a large enough needle to actually get in there in case you run into something that has to be filtered out. So I'm using a number 18. If you ever see anybody telling you to do this with a small syringe, don't do it. Those people are inserting the needle into this poor chicken 7, 8, 9 times to draw a little bit at a time, and that's just ridiculous. If you're drawing it out and you get your syringe full and it's obviously hasn't done the draining, then just disconnect the syringe, leave the needle in there, and drain the bird into another larger container. So we have a 60 ml syringe here. I think we're probably going to get almost 2 cups of our fluid out of this bird. So if there's more than that, I'm not going to drain more than 1.5 cups or 2 cups. You can send them into shock if you pull too much of the fluid off at once. When you're injecting, you want to go very close to the cloaca. So you want to make sure that you're working on her right side, because all of her major organs would be on her left side. Her heart and her oviduct, I guess you would call it, is on her left side. So once you get her in position, make sure you're working on her right side. And you want to get as low as you can for drainage in case you just have to drain her over a cup. Come on, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. She's quite swollen. This is her right side. We're going to go under here. So we're going to go low here on her right side, and I'll clean it off with some alcohol. You can see how mushy that is. That is just not normal. And I want to get it as low as I can in case I have to drain her directly into a container. So I'm on her right side. I'm going to find a nice soft spot. I'll clean it off with an alcohol. If you're working by yourself, you want to hold her kind of like a football. Get a good grip on her. I'm using a short, size 18 needle. There's no need to get a long needle. This is right at the surface. Now get a good grip on your bird. There it is. There should be no blood in here. This should be a lemony yellow straw color. Pull it out slowly. Make sure that's what you got. That's what we got. You notice she's not kicking or flailing. She's pretty calm about it. Now we're at 60 mil, and I know there's a lot more than that in there. So what I'm going to do is disconnect my syringe, leaving the needle inside her. Can you see that, Walt?
Walt's not here right now. He passed out.
Walt's not here. He passed out. So we're now going to just let this drip. Like I said, there are some people who will do this, and they will insert that needle into their chicken 6 or 8, 10 times. That's crazy. We wouldn't want to be poked with a needle that many times. So I got it in the syringe. I started the draw, and that way I know I've got outward pressure on it, outward flow. And now that I have outward flow, I've just disconnected the syringe, and this is coming through the needle into this container. This may take a while. You can gently apply pressure to the abdomen where the swelling is. I would recommend you use gloves. So since I didn't, I'll be washing my hands really good. I think I may connect the syringe again. And draw it out again. This is better really if you have 2 people. That way you've got one person to hold the bird, and these syringes are really tight. They're hard to draw. So, but my second person is being my cameraman. I think he gets behind the camera and closes his eyes. Disconnect that from the needle again. If they go to the vet, it'll be diagnosed as a heart condition maybe, or a liver condition. And basically the body is just building up fluids around that area. This chicken may not have to have this done again for 2 years. But then again, once you start it, you may have to do it every 3 months. It just depends. Now, I can feel that there's still probably a cup full of fluid inside her, and I could draw it all off, but I don't want to stress her. So I'm going to stop at this point. If you drain off too much at once, you can send them into shock. So I'm going to stop what I'm doing here. Pull that needle out. Put a protective cover on it. I feel like I've gotten about half of it out of her, and I don't want to drain too much. So use my little cotton alcohol here and wipe her off. She may continue to drain, depends on how quick that little injection site heals up. Some people would lance it. The chance of doing that and sending her into shock after you've lanced it by it draining too much pressure off of her at once is not good. So we'll probably leave it at that for today. I may go back in tomorrow if it seems like she still has way too much buildup in there. But I just want to take my time with her. How you feeling, baby girl? How you feeling? You're gonna be fine, huh? You'll be fine. Tell everybody that was a pain in the bum. That was a pain in the bum. We don't like pain in the bum. So she'll probably be fine. I'll keep an eye on her and see if she starts laying again. And we'll keep you updated.